Yeah, we'll get you in. There you are, Brian.
There I am.
Okay. And we're back. Check it. Make sure we're actually broadcasting. Yeah, we're back, I think.
I think we just came back.
And we're back.
Okay, we're back. Sorry, everybody.
I don't hear anything.
It might take a second because you don't get...
Is there a delay?
Yeah, there is a delay a little. But according to this, we're live.
Here I am.
Okay. There we go. There we go. Anyway, so there's Aubrey and the doll side by side again. And I would kiss either of them on the mouth, given the chance.
Yes.
I wouldn't because of my marriedness.
Yeah, I know. But just if you weren't married.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I would go get married and then go do it. Like,
Yeah.
I am married, so.
Well, that's
I do
true.
it.
Technically, you're right.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah.
Technically.
But
Technically.
yeah.
All right. So yeah,
she's something.
the doll.
So why'd she kill people?
Because it's fun.
Did she kill? But did she like kill them like from GoldenEye, like Xenia Onatopp, where she crushed them between her legs and stuff?
No, she didn't do the
No.
Corey Everson crush.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Corey Everson. did it
That would
also.
be a good one. Yeah. There's also a video of a girl not doing the crush kill.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to play it because I think she's in high school. So.
Oh,
But she does. She has her her opponent tied up, and she does like this pose like this to the camera, and her opponent's trapped.
but
This chick
they're
or-
in high school?
There's a high school wrestler.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, don't do that.
No.
It's
Don't
just
do that.
she.
I was like, wait, she used to
she's
do
trying to
this
look-
as a high
she's
schooler,
trying to
and
look
then
up-
she goes on to
she-
murdering?
She's trying to look all petite and feminine while crushing someone
Oh,
or an opponent.
I missed that. I thought you were saying that girl was
No, not
like,
the.
in high school. She was crushing.
No.
She could have been, you know.
The-
how.
And then went on to being a hit woman.
Yeah, the doll probably has done that to somebody, or
Bet
just
she
shot
has.
him.
I bet she has.
But yeah, so
They end
anyway,
up
yeah.
being like that axe chopping girl all over again. We're like, oh yeah, no, we can't
we
look at that.
Yeah, we got.
But she
We can now.
graduated.
We can now, but we couldn't.
She graduated.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can't now, but when we first started, we could. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we could. We didn't.
Right.
We didn't.
But speaking of that,
But, yeah.
someone that is well within the age limit,
Yes.
and she's been around a long time, she looks better than ever.
And she's
Yeah.
having a
At
birthday
60
today.
years old.
Yeah.
Here's the lovely Marissa Tomei. Look at this fitness.
Oh, that's Aunt May.
Aunt May, yes.
She is.
She's
Yeah.
something. I think
60 years old.
I think she's single. You think I got a shot?
she almost
if
married
she wants
George
to,
Costanza.
if she wants to
in
rob the
Seinfeld.
cradle, she can go
Huh?
after
There's
you.
a whole thing with her on Seinfeld.
Oh!
where
I thought it
George
was for
was
real.
basically no, but George was trying to basically before his fiance Susan died in the show, he tried to make moves on Marissa Tomei. And Tomei was totally into his character, and then she found out he was engaged, and then she dumped him. But he tried to get with her anyways.
So
Yeah,
she,
Uncle John says yum, and he's correct.
so Elle, you could get her, but that's if she's into robbing the cradle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're a youngster
You are young
compared to her.
compared to her. Yes,
She looks fantastic.
Yeah, she does.
yeah.
But she also
I've
was-
always loved her.
she also put out a message mostly for us.
Yeah.
Not everybody.
morning.
Us.
Thank you for all the
Right there.
birthday wishes.
Okay, wait a minute. I gotta
Listen to her.
The breathy voice.
Dude, I always love listening to her talk.
I want to hear.
I have loved that woman from like way back.
I want to hear the breathy voice, but I also want to hear the My Cousin Vinny voice too.
Yeah.
You guys
yeah.
could hear the voice, so you heard it.
I heard it was kind of in and out, just like I would like my.
Morning.
Never mind.
Thank you for all the birthday wishes.
It keeps cutting out.
That's how it goes when I was doing Restream.
Yeah. She's so turned on by us. Thank you.
Yeah,
Us.
she was obviously.
You're
she,
welcome, Marissa.
she looked right at me.
You're
Us,
welcome.
Not me.
John, 61. What kind of sick fuck are you, John? Putting out a young.
She's
60
younger than you.
That's perverted, man.
Yeah.
You're a whole year older than her, dude. People get carried away. What are you, a pedophile? I mean, come on. Jeez, John. Jesus.
I'm 2 years older than my wife. What?
Brian, get out. I didn't know that. All these years. Get out.
Sorry, man.
It's like, I can't have this. I can't be surrounded by filth.
Actually, 26 months older.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Well, now because you said that, you don't got a shot with her.
Yeah. No,
You just jinxed it.
you jinxed it. You're being rude, John.
Yep.
She's totally not gonna bang you now.
Nope.
Just you can forget it.
Over.
So yeah, she's hot as fuck.
She's very good looking, and I don't know how she got younger looking as she got older.
I have no idea.
She has some kind of Benjamin Button disease going on, but
Mhm.
not as ugly looking.
That is buttony.
Yeah, not as like
Yeah.
You're 5 years older than your wife. Ew!
5 years.
Ew!
I knew that.
I
but
have
still.
I have her on Instagram. There's like, yeah, she's so
You
good.
don't have her.
I'm going to.
She will be mine.
That'd be
Oh yes, that's from Wayne's World when he said that about Cassandra. She will be mine. He said about the guitar and then about Cassandra later on. I don't know if you remember that from that movie.
so. Her and us, Susanna from the Bengals. Man.
Oh,
Oh,
so
dude,
There's-
Susanna Hoff.
yeah, they're so.
Did
hot.
you know that she's 66 years old?
crazy,
It's absurd.
crazy.
She is so.
Absurd.
I have her like I have her on Instagram. I love her too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good
she's
looking.
she's one of my. Yeah, I love her.
They're good looking people.
Yep.
Yeah, they're
Um,
good.
Real quick, one more point. I know we're not
We can do many points.
PlayStation people.
No,
We're not.
We're not
Okay.
PlayStation. We're Xbox.
we're an
people.
Xbox family around here.
But yeah, we like Xbox. Why we like it? It's American.
It's made here.
PlayStation, Japanese, Xbox.
Yes.
They took our jabs.
Never mind that we both play Switch mostly, but we'll
Yeah,
forget
but that's
about that.
different.
Yeah.
I don't play much of anything, but yeah, if it was, it'd probably be Switch. It's the 30th anniversary of PlayStation, the first PlayStation.
30th anniversary. Yeah.
I think it was 94 there. I don't think it was here until late 95, if I'm not mistaken. But it's still, it came out 30 years ago. So the first PlayStation was awesome.
Yeah.
I did play Resident Evil and Silent Hill on it a lot. Mostly Silent Hill.
It was the first time that you could play arcade quality games at home.
Yeah.
When that PlayStation came out.
Yeah. It was slightly better
Very
than
important.
Genesis.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing was, I stopped at Genesis. I didn't.
You're like,
I waited.
it's never going to get any better.
There's no point. I was like AJ. It's
Yeah.
like, what's the point? of an
AJ
upgrade?
played Nintendo 64 and watched VHS until like last year.
Until you just had to.
Yeah. But no, basically, I don't think he plays games anymore. He probably still has his VHS collection. I'm not even joking. He had all like the Studio Ghibli stuff and a bunch of other stuff. He's younger than us, so he's probably into that stuff more. But
It's like retro.
he is. He's like 10 plus years younger than us. Any of us.
Really young. Yeah.
Really young. So I get it. But yeah, he's like that. That's what he is.
Yeah. So
Happy birthday, PlayStation.
happy birthday, 30th. Yeah. And I'm not gonna go on and gush about it because I didn't have a PlayStation. I took a break from Genesis until Gears of War came out. So whatever that.
I did have a PlayStation.
Even though it was culturally extremely significant and everybody had that.
Yep.
Everybody also got a point given a PlayStation 2 because I had that DVD player in it.
Oh yeah.
So everyone had that. Everyone I knew had a PlayStation 2 and a PlayStation.
So they could use it to play the discs.
Yes.
That's what they got it for. They didn't play it for the games. Well, maybe they did, but
By the way, they had that PlayStation Pro, PS5 Pro, and supposedly it's like not performing all that well. So
I have heard that.
they charge you $700 for something that works very marginally better.
So
How would you get caught in a scam like that? Even though I did it with the Xbox
Yeah.
Series,
I
not
w-
Series X, the One X.
The One X. Yeah. I was right. It came out December of 94 in Japan and then 9th of September 95 in North America. So
Oh, and here, what's up, AWH? That's someone that got famous because of Xbox.
hey, Uncle John says we should be nicer to our number one viewer.
We
Well,
should be.
here's what it is. We're so used to you now. We're including you in the stuff.
Yeah,
so
you're part of the team here.
So once we start
John.
making fun of you is when you're really in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If I'm nice to you, kind of look out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. If we're being nice, it means we're gonna fire you.
Yeah.
I just spit on my.
So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna run and get my Diet Coke.
Uh-huh.
Grow some tumors in my throat.
Uh-huh.
But after we do that, we're gonna do their top 10 list of the week.
Of the week.
So I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
So
We'll talk about some.
Aubrey Plaza's hot, ain't she, guys?
I mean, I've been a fan of her ever since I saw her on Parks and Rec the first time.
I didn't see her on that because I never saw the show. The first time I saw her was what's that De Niro Efron movie?
Dirty Grandpa.
Yeah,
I forgot she was in that.
yeah. She's like she's
Oh
like
wait, no, I never saw it. That's right.
she's all over. Oh, dude, you gotta watch it. It's hilarious. She just talks dirty, filthy to fucking De Niro, and he just takes it all. And he fucks her brains out.
She was in a movie with Efron before that. It was called Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
Oh yeah.
And she was her and Anna Kendrick, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were good in that. She was really good in that too.
Yeah, it's got the dude from Workaholics.
Yeah, Adam.
I didn't know Efron was in it. But yeah.
He's
and
one with
that-
the abs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I never really saw that movie, but the Dirty Grandpa.
Yeah.
The fucking movie was fucking pretty hilarious.
I'll have to watch it.
Yeah. And she's just like, she comes into his room. She's laying on his bed, sticking her ass in the air and stuff. Like telling, oh, you want to do this to me? He goes, yeah, fuck yeah. I want to do all this. And yeah, it's fucking
Wow.
hilarious. She's like filthy as fuck.
I saw her on Hot Ones, and she's like, maybe there's she snorted milk up her nose, thinking it would help with the hotness of the wings.
John, you're welcome to do an EPS appearance.
I don't know. You live so far away. I don't know if you could get here in time.
We got something called the extra person
Yeah.
scenario.
He lives at the end of my street.
Oh, does he?
So.
I don't know, John. Can you drive a mile over to my house? It's up to you. I'm not-
AWH has Japanese.
He's learning Japanese. He's speaking Japanese.
He's turning Japanese.
He's turning Japanese. I think he's turning Japanese.
The vapors.
That's right.
It's about masturbation.
Yep. So the top 10 list of the week.
Yeah.
Let's get it started with this brilliantly put together intro that I had.
Darth just had mentioned no more mom spaghetti.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
god! Oh my god!
Eminem's mom.
Oh yeah, Eminem's mom died. I forgot.
Oh wow!
Yeah. The other day.
She was young. I mean,
69.
69, and he's already 52, so she was young when she
Oh,
had him.
dude, she got married at 15 to his dad.
Well, it was Missouri. That's how it is. Though.
Yeah.
Remember that rap song she made to diss him because he wouldn't.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Marshall, I know this is the only way that I could get you to listen to me. And it's she's just talking like
Yeah.
there's nothing going on, just like weird default rhythm in the background.
Yeah.
Marshall, I need you to listen.
She
to me.
passed away. They wouldn't say what she died of, but
A long-term illness, they said, though. So she
yeah,
had cancer.
it was the hate from her son.
She had
Yeah.
cancer.
Her own.
Yeah.
Won't
And
listen
then
to that.
fucking, I remember when Kim was at Teddy's Tavern, totally buying Bri drinks all night, trying to get him to go home and fuck her. He goes, dude, this broad keeps buying me drinks. I go, dude, that broad is Eminem's fucking old lady. He's like, is she really?
Yeah, you're gonna get pistol whipped.
And I go, he goes, man, dude, she's kind of fucking nasty. He was like,
Yeah.
she's kind of fucking
Yeah.
nasty. I go, yeah.
That's
well,
why
they
wrote
weren't
songs
they
about her.
weren't together at that time.
No, but still.
But they got back together after that because this was like 2003, maybe 4.
Yeah.
Gonna get
And
a
they got back
shot.
together and then split up again.
Yeah,
Yes.
I did.
She's a nasty hoe.
Dude, he fucking adopted her fucking a kid she had with a fucking different guy.
Yeah,
It's true.
I
And her sister's kid.
Yeah.
didn't know any of that.
Yeah, he did.
Dude, yeah, dude. He adopted like all his fucking basically any loser family member in his fucking his family or his wife's family, he adopted all their kids.
Waiting for the album of Eminem crying just for
Tom McDonald, all the other just roast him.
smart.
All right, guys. So the top 10
Yeah.
lists of the week.
All right.
Top 10 list of the week. Top 10 list of the week.
Also, Kerry King is coming to Majestic.
Oh, sweet.
That's awesome.
Just so you know.
But-
That's how
That is
Slayer
good
thing.
to-
The
that
Slayer
is
thing
good
we
to
think
know.
of it.
By the way, when I was bought the Jolly Roger there, it was between that and a poster of Elizabeth Shue. But Elizabeth Shue was a
Ooh.
longer to get here, and I was impatient.
That is pretty impatient.
So
Uh,
so here is the Collider worst movies of the night.
We have to say this. It seems like we do a lot of movie type stuff. what we have so far in our list, but it's only because I have no life and I watch a lot. Well, I have a life now, but back then I had no life, and
Yeah.
I would think most of these movies people are familiar with. But
We did sports once, didn't we?
we did sports once and we did fast food, but I think this is the third movie. Oh no, we did music the one time. This is only our second movie one, isn't it?
Dude, yeah, we did like just a horror movie one.
Yeah.
Fuck
That's it. We
Forget I
just
said
did
anything.
we just did like bad horror movies.
Forget I said anything. We've looked at a couple of different movie ones.
So
Yeah.
this is Collider's worst movie of the 90s.
Yes.
Start off with
agree.
number 10 with Theodore Rex. I never saw it. Brian, I'm going to rely heavily on you.
Whoopi Goldberg and an animatronic 6-foot dinosaur that talks.
I remember the trailer.
Voiced by
I don't remember.
George Newbern.
Yes, there's a George Newbern who actually was fucking Superman in the Superman cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's been around. Oh,
He's been around. Like,
He wasn't in the Superman animated series. That was Tim Daly. He was in the Superman animated
he's been
movies.
in like he was in he's been
Father of the Bride.
Yeah, Father. That's the movie I was thinking. Steve Martin.
I can't think of one with the car. There was one where it was in the car where it was filmed in Texas.
Okay, so then he was on one of those Criminal Minds or whatever. One of them.
Yeah.
Him and the one who plays the on that show Spin City. He was the gay black dude that worked in the mayor's office.
Yeah.
Those two lived in the same neighborhood and both like were into kidnapping, raping, and serial killering.
Hot.
I was like, wait, like what?
Yeah.
What's going on? These aren't the type of guys who play
No.
these things. Yeah, but-
They seem like normal guys.
Yeah.
All right.
So-
Theodore Rex is horrible. If I don't, well, most Whoopi Goldberg movies, she had some good movies, but she had some really bad movies.
Oh yeah.
She has some really bad movies. This is one of really bad ones. Obviously, she's great in The Color Purple. She was good in Ghost.
Another must-see comedy.
Theodore Rex, not one of those movies. It
No.
was something that took a long time to make. It was incredibly expensive and made not much money. Like it literally, it was like at one point someone said it was a $60 million movie,
Wow.
and it did not make that money back.
That's
It's really bad.
Yeah.
I don't remember what Collider said about it, but they didn't think it was great either because they put it at number 10. So
Yeah, they pretty much the premise is alone is absurd. The execution makes it even stranger.
Yep.
Now, number 9 is The Stupids, another one I didn't see. We're getting into some that I did see, but not The Stupids.
I've seen The Stupids.
Yeah.
Tom Arnold. You got him. He plays Mr. Stupid. Can't think of his full name. His wife, Jessica, was played by Jessica Lundy. She was in a bunch of NBC shows. I feel like she was on Friends or something at one point.
Maybe. Oh yeah.
She was somebody.
Yeah.
But then, well, more importantly, if you guys remember that Little Rascals movie from like '94,
Yeah.
Alfalfa played Little Stupid
Oh,
kid.
did he?
But the thing I remember from that movie, and I'll always remember it, is they were on a talk show for some reason. And I swear to God, I want to say it was Donahue. No, it was Rolanda. Rolanda Watts. Remember her?
Yeah.
Rolanda was in the movie, and she interviewed them, and she was talking about stuff, and he's like, I'm my own grandpa. And he sang the whole fucking song about how he was his own grandpa. And I remember to this day, that's the only part of the movie I really remember.
Yep. Stanley Stupid.
It was such a, and then it ended up, they thought there was something made them think there was a conspiracy of people trying to take over the government or something, whatever.
Yeah.
And turns out, stupidly, they were right somehow.
Yeah.
And the best thing is, you know who John Landis is?
He made the movie.
John Landis, who made like Animal House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He directed this.
And Stripes. No, not Stripes. That was Ivan Reitman. And like the Thriller video. And he's one who was directing the Twilight Zone movie when Vic Morrow died. He may have killed Vic Morrow.
Yeah.
He made a bunch of classic movies, and he made this also. And he was like, well, target audience was 10-year-olds, and they're like, yeah, well, they didn't like it either.
Well,
So
10-year-olds thought it was The Stupids too.
it was a pretty stupid movie, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely a horrible movie. Probably should be on this list for the stupidest movies of the 90s.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Number 8, though, is going to get a fight for me.
Yeah.
No, number 8, I saw this movie.
Yeah.
And it was made because I remember someone did this back in the 90s. They put up some researchers in a biodome
Yeah.
away from society. I don't know, it's 3 to 4 years, something like that.
I think it's supposed to be. I don't know if it ended up being that long.
But and then they made a movie about it where these two losers get caught in the biodome with the researchers. And
Yes.
so they have to, and because they have enough food to feed the losers, and they really want to do the project. They're like, we got to keep them in. Sorry. And so the stoners are stuck in the biodome.
And it was played by the great Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore, and then
The great
Which is
Stephen
not-
Baldwin.
Stephen Baldwin.
That's a funny thing because I'm gonna ruin something for you guys, the people listening at home. This isn't the only Pauly Shore movie in this list.
No, God, no.
William Atherton's in it. He's the dickhead from Ghostbusters, the one who works for mayor's office. He's the fucking dickhead from Die Hard.
He's always the dickhead. Yeah.
Um,
This man has no dick.
yeah, this man has no dick. He's always a dick. I've only seen him in one thing. But, oh no, actually, in the newest Ghostbusters, he was in that. And guess what?
Dick.
He replied. He basically played the same role he played in the first Ghostbusters. He's still a dick. There you go. Good actor though. I like him a lot. Oh, Real Genius. He's the fucking dickhead professor.
He was always the
Yeah.
dick.
He's a
Yeah.
dickhead.
Yeah.
And,
He's in it.
and John, we're gonna get to your comment. We're gonna plat it up there, and I'm telling you, just wait.
Kylie Minogue's in it, looking hot. But the other scientist lady may look even hotter than Kylie Minogue in this movie. They're both into Bud and I can't think of the other ones.
Doyle.
Bud and Doyle.
Yeah.
Those are names. Taylor Negron's in it. He's
Yep.
the guy from I never see him in anything but The Last Boy Scout, and all of a sudden, I saw him in this, and he's like a funny guy. I'm like, wait, he was a dickhead, killer guy in Last Boy Scout, and he's funny in this. He played like the stepfather,
Yeah.
pizza guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he was very versatile.
Henry Gibson from The Burbs and
He
stuff.
was a very versatile actor. He passed away.
He did pass away.
Yeah.
Henry Gibson also died. Oh my God, people in this movie died. It must be a curse.
Oh,
yeah. even
Not
though
that they were old or anything.
They were old in 1990, whatever, when it
Well,
came
Taylor
out.
Negron died pretty young, actually, but
Yeah, dude, he was.
Henry Gibson was old as dirt.
Yeah.
But Henry Gibson was from The Burbs and a bunch of other crap.
Yeah.
He's great. He played the guy who's running the biodome. Well, the investor guy outside.
Mhm.
I know I'm forgetting someone else in this movie, but wait, who's the girlfriend? Joey Lauren Adams. Joey Lauren Adams.
Oh, really?
Was his girlfriend on the outside,
Oh, okay.
and then some other girl. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Then they're trying to get in and stuff. But the most important thing, and I think Mike will agree with me on this about Biodome. You've seen Biodome,
Yeah,
right?
oh yeah,
Mike?
absolutely.
What's the most important thing from this movie? It's where me and you probably first discovered the safety dance,
Oh yeah,
or first
where there's a rediscovery
rediscovered,
because they redid the
and they did like the dancing and
it's
stuff.
it was the 90s dance version of it.
Yeah.
And it has a couple extra songs.
That's what brought back to the
now
forefront.
I remember the safety dance.
It went away.
And
then
but I was
Biodome-
a little kid, and I just remember it had like dwarves running around a medieval village.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I just remember it vaguely, and I was kind of
Yeah.
liked it when I was a
Well,
kid.
yeah.
But
When it
this
came
actually
out,
I
I
was
was
like,
probably about 10.
but I was like, then when this came out, I was like, I remember that fucking song.
Such a
I
good
love
song.
it. And I went out and I bought it.
It had Antarctica on the
And it had
greatest hits.
Antarctica, yeah, the
The
greatest hits.
greatest song ever.
And we
Pop Goes the
played
World.
we played Antarctica and
Yeah.
one of these shows years ago here.
Yeah.
I see it here. Right
Biodome should not be on this list. Biodome is not one of the worst movies of the 90s.
John is
That's why I
right.
sent it to you, because there's a couple of them that I just do not agree.
And
Bi-
John is right, and that's why I waited to post this. Yes, John, it was an awesome movie. Not a bad movie.
Yes.
No,
I don't even know.
no,
what's
he
on
should.
here.
It should not.
I
be
don't
on
think
here.
it should be on there.
No
And,
way.
It was a
then-
hit.
then
It was
they
a hit
get-
movie. I reviewed it for the school newspaper.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So,
And when they got out of the biodome, they had to deal with all their parking tickets.
oh yeah,
And
that's
the-
right.
Yeah.
It's stupid. It's Stephen Baldwin was great. in it.
Stephen Baldwin's great. He's didn't shoot anybody. Doesn't agree with his brother politically whatsoever. So if you got a problem with his brother, he's not like his brother.
He
He's not
used
like-
to not be that way.
No,
Then
no.
one day, like,
No, but he's actually a really nice guy.
Well,
But he's just
Biodome definitely not on the list.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
no.
yeah.
If this was the best movies of the 90s, it would be not on that list either. But still, Biodome is a great movie. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And now you got number 7, Mr. Nanny, with the legendary greatest wrestler of all time, which will be a list we're going to get to.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spoil just that one. He's the greatest wrestler of all time, Hulk Hogan.
You know what? I have to agree. But this,
This greatest actor of all time? No. He's not even the greatest wrestler that became an actor.
this
He's not
isn't even his worst movie of the 90s.
No,
Suburban Commando's fantastic.
Suburban Commando's pretty good.
I love Suburban Commando.
No holds barred. Dookie. He's like,
Oh God, No Holds Barred. But I think No Holds Barred was an 89, if I'm not mistaken. So
John, you just wait. You just wait.
Mr. Nanny's bad, but it's actually, as far as his performance goes, it's a pretty good Hulk Hogan performance. The movie's just really, honestly, I don't remember most of the plot of the movie. I know the kids got kidnapped, but the dad was a scientist and somebody was after him. And also, there's another spoiler. This isn't the only David Johansen movie on this list either.
Oh yeah,
David Johansen, Buster Poindexter.
yeah.
He's in 2 different movies on this list.
And Hogan does some
He
ballet in it.
He does some ballet.
Yeah.
But basically the bad guy. Oh, isn't fucking Fonda in this movie? Peter Fonda or something? I swear to God, there's a Fonda in this movie.
Probably.
Or maybe Rip Torn. I don't remember now. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
As far as, but basically he's an ex like super soldier type person who gets roped into babysitting the scientist kids.
It's the classic, it's classic,
Yeah,
the meathead's going to protect the kid.
They did it a few years later with Vin Diesel and The Pacifier. They've done a bunch of movies like this. Basically,
and then realize that he has a soft side.
That was a great movie.
It was decent.
Oh, okay.
It's a huge hit.
A lot of people were like, that was a really good movie. I'm like, really? It's Vin Diesel. They're like, no, it's really good. I'm like, really? All right.
But Mr. Nanny, and then the bad guy basically is after him, and it's David Johansen with the wig and a metal plate on his head. Something happened.
Well, Encino Man was actually probably his best movie, and it's not on the list because it's actually a good movie.
Yeah,
in most people's eyes.
Yeah,
it's a good movie.
Don't forget this is worst movies. Mr. Nanny's bad, but I don't know if it's even Hulk Hogan's worst movie of the 90s.
No.
That would be, remember when they made the movie version of Thunder in Paradise that became the show Thunder in Paradise?
It was horrible.
The fucking Nerf, the missile was a fucking Nerf missile flying from the boat at the other boat, and it's just across water. It was literally
Nerf. I forgot
it was bent. The missile was not straight. It was bent. It looked like they took remember Nerf fencing swords?
Yeah.
Looked like they took a couple of those and made a fucking missile prop out of it. And it was just flying across the water. And Chris Lemon's
Hulk doesn't suck. Hulk rules. John is a wrestler.
So Mr. Nanny
as a person,
Mr. Nanny should be on this. Mr. Nanny probably should be on this list. I don't know about 7 though. I think the list is kind of mixed up here at this point.
Now number 5, I
6.
didn't. That was number. I'm sorry. I skipped right past 6.
Yeah, don't skip past 6.
You know why? Because he listed it in my mind. Anyway, in my mind, we covered it because I was reading it. Yeah. But we didn't cover it because John called it out, and he did this, and this is premonition from John.
Yeah, number 1 fan.
Jury Duty.
Number 1 fan.
Jury
number 1
Duty.
star
in the world.
Jury Duty sucked.
Yeah.
Jury
it was
Duty
horrible.
Sucked. It was bad.
I actually couldn't watch the whole thing. I got bored.
Well, the only thing that kept me going through the whole thing, and maybe you're in the same boat as me, guys. Tia Carrera.
Well, yeah, Tia Carrera's a doll.
Fred Gwynn's in it from Pet Cemetery. He gets he gets his Achilles cut. He's Herman Munster. He's in was he My Cousin Vinny?
Yeah. I don't know.
Was he the judge?
He's the judge, right?
Yeah. Herman Munster. Yeah.
Fred Gwynn. Yeah.
Fred Gwynn.
Yeah. And he's going to come up in another run on the list here.
Don't go that route.
Is he? Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah,
retroactively. Yeah. Jury Duty is not a good movie.
It's not a good movie. I didn't even watch the whole thing.
I don't remember. I don't remember 90% of the movie.
Now number 5 here.
It was horrible.
Number 5 is which I was all about this series, but I didn't watch it. I gave up, I guess.
Yeah.
Police Academy, Mission Moscow. Never saw it.
I did.
I made it to as far as the one where the I think 6, whatever one that was, where the mayor basically hires a gang to, increase the crime in the area.
They're basically
This is like the last one, isn't it?
Well, the one you're talking about, City Under Siege.
City Under Siege, yeah.
That was the one where they basically had like a gang that the mayor hired that was like the alter egos of the police academy guys. One was really strong.
One was fast, no martial arts. One was good with the guns.
Yes. One made really bad sound effects, whereas Michael Winslow made really good sound effects.
Yeah.
I don't know about that part.
He's a martial artist, though.
They had, instead of having a little black lady who got really loud, they got a really large white lady
who got really quiet.
Yeah. They just did exact opposites on everything.
Yeah.
Here's how bad Mission to Moscow
a lot
was.
of the guys, a lot of the people from they were Dude, fucking all of them. Fucking Harris, Tackleberry,
Yeah.
fucking Winslow. I mean,
Tackleberry died pretty young.
He did.
he was like 50.
Yeah,
He was pretty young.
Yeah.
I
this-
remember he was in that Brady movie. That's when they redid the.
Yeah, he played
Brady
Sam
Bunch.
the Butcher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he died not long after that.
This
Yeah.
mission to Moscow was remember how when um Gutenberg left
Mm-hmm.
and they brought in the new guy to be like the new Gutenberg,
Yep.
and he was in
Nick,
like he was basically there, and he was I think he was
Commandant Lassard's nephew.
nephew,
Nick,
yeah.
from
And he-
Miami.
And he was in Miami, and
Yeah.
he was in City Under Siege, and he's like second string Mahoney basically at this point.
Yeah,
And they're like, we're making mission to Moscow. He's like, I'm out, guys. Like, I can't do this.
I'm not going to Moscow. Not at all.
It made about $1 million on its $10 million budget. I don't know how they spent $10 million on a movie. If you ever watch it, it's like,
Well, I mean, they made it in Moscow.
well, I mean,
Wrestling great. Alexander Carolyn's in. No, he's not.
they
making
made
shit
it they made it in like Toronto or something. It
Yeah.
was
Let's go someplace cold.
it was
film it.
it was a horrible movie. Honestly, it was another one where I know I saw it all the way through. I think I saw it all the way through twice, and I remember very little of it. It's a bad movie.
Yeah.
George Gaines deserved so much more of it from his illustrious career than Mission to Moscow.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, it's a bad movie.
So
So I get that. That should be on there.
so
George
Yeah.
Gaines almost made it to 100 years old.
He did. George Gaines was almost a centenarian. It's true.
It had, yeah, there's a lot of people in that fucking. Holy
Oh, yeah.
crap, dude! There was a lot of people in that movie. Claire Forlani was in it.
Claire Forlani, she was the best part. She looked
She-
looking hot.
Fucking.
She played
Yeah.
like the Russian police person, looking all hot in her uniform.
Yeah, she's
Claire Colani.
yeah,
Claire
she's-
Claire Cola, or
and of
yeah.
course, well, I don't was what's her name? Leslie Easterbrook.
I think she was in it.
Yeah, she's in it.
I think it was literally like just Gutenberg and just backup Gutenberg weren't in it.
Oh,
Matt
Yeah.
McCoy.
oh, okay.
Leslie Easterbrook's a goddess.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah.
had some boobs.
Fucking huge tits.
Mhm.
Remember the first one where like the two white guys called little black lady the name
Yeah, oh yeah.
and Hightower.
Wasn't the N word though.
No,
It was the number 2 ranked.
it was number
slur.
2 ranked, and he's like, nope. And they tried stopping him. I'm like, you can't stop him. You gonna tip over that car? Watch out.
Yeah.
Bad movie though. Mission Moscow is probably honestly, it's probably right where it should be, number 5.
Dude, Christopher Lee was in it.
Yeah, Christopher Lee was in it. I forgot Christopher Lee was in it.
Holy shit, dude!
Well,
Why did he do that?
well, Christopher Lee didn't say no to anything.
He really didn't,
No,
did he? I
no,
mean,
no.
I knew he was like, whatever, I'll do it. But
During World War II, like, we're gonna need you to murder some people. And like,
Uh,
yeah, all right.
I was watching an old Bond movie at my uncle's
Oh,
house
God.
the day he was shitting on Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
And then we watched the Bond movie after that, and I'm like, that's Christopher Lee. I'm like, I don't remember this at all. But
Oh yeah. He was
He
a
was
man
in
with the
it.
golden gun.
Yep.
Yeah. That's right.
Christopher Lee.
yeah.
He already had gray hair then.
Oh, he was old.
He was like, because he lived to be like 90.
Yeah, man. Like
So-
when he was murdering people in
There-
World War II, it was like he was in his 30s or something.
Yeah, but
Maybe
he
not.
lived to be almost 100.
Yeah, he was old.
And he didn't die that long.
Wasn't he
ago.
like 6'6" or some shit?
He died after the
He was
that-
gigantic.
Dude, he did a metal album.
Star Wars.
Oh, he got a
the
deep
third
enough
one.
voice.
He did a metal album.
He had,
course
to
he
make, he
did.
had to make it past.
It was like him, like
2005.
yeah. There was like there's like some black metal band or something that fucking played and put him as a.
Well,
Yeah,
he recorded with them. Yeah,
he record. Yeah, they
Yeah.
they had him record.
Awesome.
he 2015.
I was gonna say he'd been gone that long.
He was 93.
So he'd be 100
So-
now.
He would be over. He'd be,
Over,
he'd
he'd
be
be
coming
over
up,
100 now.
be over 100. Yeah, he'd be 102.
I think he's still alive.
He probably still alive somewhere.
Yep.
Number 4,
Ed.
Ed.
I didn't see it. If I did, I don't recall.
This is the one I saw probably the least of. I remember seeing a big. No, I'm sorry. I did see all this eventually. Look at the list, and that was not the one. I saw Ed, once, and that was enough because it's like it was animatronic monkey. First of all, let me tell you the plot of this movie.
Oh, dude, that monkey's not real.
No,
Oh my god.
it's animatronic, and then a guy in a suit too.
Animatronic.
And so Matt LeBlanc is a minor league pitcher, and they need to make money. So the guy's like, I got a pitching monkey that I'm bringing in. and needed to live with you. And basically, it's just wacky roommate type thing going on, plus also baseball. It's a pretty bad movie, and the monkey is like scary. It's not cute. It's not. It's
I thought
it's
I
incredibly
always,
awkward looking.
It's
I never
incredibly
saw
odd.
it. I never saw it. I always thought it was a real monkey.
I will tell you this: it's another movie like they spent
Dude, they spent $25 million.
25 million, and it probably made about 4.
Yeah,
Something
that's
like
exactly what it said. 4.4 million.
that. Oh, all right, cool. I remember numbers. It's bad, man. And the
And
monkey.
then it says significantly setting back LeBlanc's dreams of movie stardom.
It's a horrible, horrible, horrible movie, man. It's really bad.
So they use
Animatronics.
Yeah, so he
but
wouldn't get
also a guy
fucking
in a
his
suit.
face ripped off by a chimp.
Yeah.
Like Carla Nash.
It wasn't like, Gus the field goal kicking donkey where they had a real donkey. I don't even know if they did that back in the 70s. There was a mule. Was he a mule?
Gus.
Gus, yeah. Ed's a bad movie. Number 4 is probably right about where it should be. It's bad.
Well, I'm glad I didn't see it.
Don't bother unless you want to go through one day and say, I really want to watch all the movies on this list.
And yeah,
Just to say I did it.
Yeah, or if you just want to be creeped out by like a robot monkey.
It's bad. It's like if you watch like Planet of the Apes, some other ones, and you can see the face makeup and stuff,
Yeah.
it's a person with prosthetics on. This though is like an animatronic face, and it's just it looks like somebody with prosthetics on their face, but also like a monkey Terminator. It's horrible. It's horrible. I don't know why they made that movie. Matt LeBlanc, I don't think he ever made another movie ever again.
No.
Honestly, I can't think of another Matt LeBlanc
I
movie.
just remember
No,
he
he just does TV.
I
He's just
remember
done
him
TV since
being
then.
in an episode of the Red Shoe Diaries.
Yep.
And he fucked some chick in an elevator.
He was in that. He was in that Heinz.
I mean,
Heinz-
he's had like several TV shows since.
Oh yeah, even when that
Friends.
ended, he had Joey, which was on for a couple of years, and then he
So-
did last.
So Joey and X-Files guy,
Yeah.
David Duchovny, were both before they were famous were doing soft porn.
Well, he was.
Yep.
Remember, David Duchovny was the host of Red Shoe Diaries.
That's what I
basically.
mean. That's
Yeah,
what he was the host.
And then he did Californication,
it's a hell of a show.
and basically like
Fuck people brains out every week.
his
he's
character,
he's a sex addict, right?
his character
Yes.
in Zoolander.
And then he's
His
actually
character in Zoolander was great.
it was hilarious.
dude.
My
The
hands.
the hands.
what's the fucking what's the one he does with Orlando Jones, dude? Evolution.
Evolution.
Yeah, it's just Evolution, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Oh, it's great.
I don't know why I love that movie.
Julianne Moore.
Yeah,
She's in it too.
yeah.
But my favorite part of Zoolander is when he's explaining stuff in the cemetery about when Zoolander says to him, "Is like, what's with your hand?" And he explains the whole thing like in great detail, and then basically like a second later, he's like, "Yeah, but what's with your hand?" And he's like, because it wasn't in the script. He basically just didn't know what to say, so he
What's
just
in your hand? They just kept it.
he's just kind of like, "What? I just explained all this."
It just what's in your
Oh man.
He was great in that movie though. He looks so old and crappy, but his hand looked great because he had a what do you call it? When you seal something like Tupperware, but it's
Oh,
sealed.
he like vacuum sealed it.
Like-
Vacuum
but
sealed
it's like a glass thing around it with like
Oh yeah, that's right. I
temperature controlled and
I-
everything.
haven't seen that in a
It
long
was
time. I
perfect.
forgot
Keep
all
his
about
hand
that.
absolutely perfect.
Yeah, he'd gone into hiding years before or something. He just popped up to help Zoolander
Yeah.
because of the conspiracy.
Yeah, it was,
So stupid, but it was great.
yeah, it was a great movie.
It was great. What isn't a great movie though is number 3.
Car 54. Where are you? And we brought up Herman Munster. I don't know the actor.
Yeah,
The Two Utes.
the 2 Utes.
Yeah, but he was in the original. This is the '90s remake. Obviously.
But this is the other one with David Johansen now.
yes.
Buster Poindexter.
And it was
sucked.
a piece of shit.
It sucked bad.
Another one that I watched and barely remember much from it.
It's
It was crap.
it's
And I watched reruns of the original when I was a kid for nostalgia. I'd sit there and watch it. Gunther Tootie
it's a good show.
in the the famous intro music.
Yeah.
all of it. But this wasn't very good
Well,
at all. The 90s
Rosie
remake.
O'Donnell was in it. Played his wife.
Yeah.
Um.
Played
Well,
someone's wife. What?
Wait, that's a fucking lie.
John C.
Yeah,
McGinley's
you want to talk about how
Which-
long ago this was?
John
Rosie
C-
was straight.
John C.
the time
McGinley is a good actor.
John C. McGinley was the basically the head doctor in Scrubs, and
Yeah,
which they're also rebooting.
He's been in some. Oh, really?
He was in Wagons East. He played the gay gunfighter.
Did
he was-
Rosie
he's
come?
one-
Did Rosie come out by then?
No,
He was.
I know
in
she was-
Office
I
Space.
know in
he was in
League-
Office Place. He played one of the
Well,
Bobs.
the Bobs.
In A League of Their
Well,
Own,
Bob.
she wasn't out yet.
No.
I know that.
And actually, the director that made it has made some decent movies since then. He actually has. Have you seen anything for that? Billy Zane playing Marlon Brando movie.
No.
Billy Zane looks just like
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
Marlon Brando.
Yeah, I've seen
The guy who directed that is directing. Who directed Car 54 is directing that new movie. So he's
Yeah.
done some quality stuff, but it's like that's funny. It says cast. It just says Fred Gwynn for that movie. It doesn't say the rest of the cast.
They need to take a cheesy movie like this that's just like that, even in its best days, just like quick, like a chocolate bar. It's not supposed to be any, and take like a super deep director, get like Robert Eggers or
Yeah,
somebody
they
to
should.
do Car 54, where
That's a good-
also with a serious tone.
No offense, but I didn't expect you to pull a Robert Eggers out there. That was impressive.
That was
man.
really impressive.
Well, I've seen The Northman.
Oh, you saw the Northman, but oh yeah, that's right. Nosferatu comes out this month.
Yeah.
I forgot you saw the Northman. I'm sorry, but his movies.
The
are
only
always,
reason I went, I go, who the fuck made this movie? This is great.
Yeah,
It's like,
his movies are always like
like
they're weird, but
I mean,
they're
a lot
great.
of people, because I heard the only reason I went and saw it because briefly there's a bushcraft channel I watch.
Yeah.
His name's Bjorn, and he's from Norway, and they was talking about it, and it got me in a rabbit hole of guys from Scandinavia rating movies that are made about Vikings or whatever.
Yeah.
And The Northman was, by most of them, was considered the most authentic.
It's
So-
something. It's a great movie.
So
his
it's a
movies
good
are
movie.
good. He's
Yeah.
he's good. I love his style.
Yeah.
He gets really into stuff though. It's like it's got to be authentic. So you got to learn this dead language just to do it.
But they need to have him redo Biodome
They
or
should.
something.
He might. You never know.
Police Academy with Robert Eggers.
Here's how bad Car 54 was. It came out, I believe, the same year as Who's the Man with Dr. Dre and Ed Lover. Remember that
Oh
movie?
wow!
Oh,
Yeah.
Which wasn't a great movie.
And not even the Dr. Dre you're thinking.
No,
No,
like the
spells
DJ.
The Dr. Dre that
Spells
all
it.
of you know. This is before that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he spelled it full on doctor.
This is a guy from Yo MTV Raps and
Yeah.
stuff who was just a
I wonder
DJ.
if they have problem with each other.
Probably, I don't know.
I-
But that movie came out same year as Car 54. That movie was not a great movie.
No.
But compared to Car 54, which is another cop movie, it was Citizen Kane.
Yeah, exactly.
Car 54 is bad.
Yeah, it is.
The
Really
show
bad.
the show was a really good show, at least a decent show. It's still showing in reruns, but you will find it on some of these off channels. You will find Car 54. Where are you? The TV show. You know what you won't find anywhere when you go searching for stuff? The movie Car
No.
54. Where are you?
No.
You can't find it anywhere.
They want to memory hold that shit.
Just get rid of it. David Johansen has two movies on his list.
yes.
Two, and he's been in some great movies. He was
Yeah.
in Scrooged and stuff.
Oh yeah, I
He's
love
great.
him.
He's a cab driver.
Yeah.
But he has two shit ass movies, I think from the same year
Yeah.
on this list. If I'm not
I feel
mistaken.
kind of bad for him. Like, okay, the reins are yours. It's yours, buddy. Take it.
Do it. We're
Fucking
giving you
blow-
Mr. Nanny.
Yeah, we're giving you We're giving you Hogan on a platter.
And he's like,
you got Hogan. Like, what? But I'm not it's not a wrestling movie.
Yeah.
It's like,
Mr. Nanny was 93.
yeah.
R50.
Yeah.
94 is the next year. Damn it. He could have had the two worst movies of one year.
Maybe he filmed them both.
He might have. He might have.
Yeah.
It's horrible. Don't ever watch it. Save yourself the hour and 31 minutes or whatever it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Man, look at the runtime.
Yep. So the next movie, I saw it,
Yeah.
but I don't remember a whole lot from it.
I
Again,
watched it 2 months ago.
Chairman of the Board.
I watched it on Tubi TV. You ever heard of it?
Yeah.
Literally
yeah.
2 months ago, just because I'm like,
With,
this sucked. I don't know.
Courtney Thorne Smith was in it.
Courtney Thorne Smith is great in it.
Yeah,
Larry Miller's great in it
yeah.
because he's always a shit ass
Yeah.
person. You know, he sucks. He's
He's
never
always
plays,
an asshole.
he's always an asshole. Even when he's a good guy, he plays an asshole in it.
Yeah.
He was like, like 10 Things I Hate About You. No,
Yeah.
that's what it's called.
Yeah.
He played the dad. He was an asshole, but he was a good asshole in that one. And then in Necessary Roughness,
Oh,
he was
Yeah,
the
he was
bad
a-
asshole.
Yeah, he's like,
yeah.
football is barbarism.
Barbarism.
Yeah.
He was so mad
He
about
got
that.
tackled.
Courtney and
So-
honestly, Carrot Top tries really hard. And he's not the worst part of that
Isn't
movie.
Don Rickles in that fucking movie?
Yeah, Don Rickles is in it. Yeah.
Thought so.
Yeah. I had to think for a second because I fell asleep and had to go back and rewatch it. I'm like, why am I rewatching this part? I've seen this movie before and it sucks. Raquel Welch is in it.
Yeah.
Looking all Raquel Welch.
Yeah.
And stuff.
So the greatest part of this movie is when Courtney Thorne Smith is on Conan O'Brien, a very early Conan O'Brien with Norm Macdonald.
Yep.
And Norm Macdonald's ripping on everybody. And he goes, and what's the movie called? She goes, Chairman of the Board. He goes, do something with that. He goes, Chairman of the Board, BORED.
Oh, Taylor Negron's in
He's
that
like,
one too.
he goes, you're in a movie with Carrot Top.
Taylor Negron is also in this movie. Forgot about that.
yeah.
It had Emmett Walsh in it.
Emmett
Walsh, from like The Jerk, the one that was trying to kill Naven.
Oh yeah.
He was also in a couple other movies.
Oh yeah, he was in a ton of stuff.
No, Don Rickles wasn't in this one. What was I thinking of that Don Rickles was in?
I thought he was in that.
No, Jack Warden plays the guy who's the inventor that kind of gives him the company.
Huh.
Carrot Top's not horrible in this movie. He's actually okay-ish. There's parts where he's really annoying, but there's other parts where he's really good. Not really good. Just not. He's tolerable.
Yeah.
But the movie itself is just really, 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 really bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. I don't know if I'd put it at number 2 though. I think it'd be lower on the list.
Yeah, dude. There's
Car 54 is worse than it. Egg's probably worse than it.
So Carrot Top made it semi not bad.
Don't get me wrong. It
Bad
deserves to be
enough,
on this
bad,
list.
okay.
It's definitely one of the worst movies of the 90s.
The thing is Carrot Top. I'm wondering if he's going to get like a Creed or type of comeback. He's got shit on for so long. Everyone's like, you know what? I like Carrot Top.
He's not
Then
bad.
they bring him back.
He got all jacked. Remember he got all jacked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure his eyeliner.
He looked fucking weird.
Dude, he had his eyes pulled. He had a fucking eye lift.
He probably did.
One of the best lines ever at a roast I ever saw. And it was freaking, it was Greg Giraldo.
Yeah.
And he was roasting the chick that was married to Stallone, tall Bridget
Nielsen.
Bridget Nielsen. He's like, he's fucking ripping her up. And then he goes, you are a big, ghoulish woman. I'm talking to you, Carrot Top.
That's
Dude,
great.
he was. I saw him on. I saw the episode he did with Rogan. They'd never met.
Yeah,
but because that's where I think what it was why I thought Don Rickles was in it because he was talking about the movie.
Yeah,
he was talking about Don Rickles giving him shit. So maybe that's why I thought he was in the movie.
I got looked up because I thought he was in something with him too, but I cannot. I think I got Don Rickles and Jack Warden mixed up for some reason when you asked me that. But I could have swore they did a movie together.
Yeah, because like he was telling a story how Don Rickles gave him a bunch of crap for swearing, and he goes, and then like he walked out of the room, and then I walked out of the room, and he's totally just fucking swearing and ripping and shit.
Oh yeah, it was they were in the direct-to-video sequel Dennis the Menace Strikes Again together.
Oh, okay,
Which came out the same year as Chairman of the Board.
Dennis the Menace Strikes Again.
Yeah, like he's just some serial killer killing people. But yeah, he told a story about how you never interrupt Don Rickles.
Yeah. And then he was like, "Yeah, you need to watch your mouth, your foul mouth." And then he said, "I walked out," and he was like, just foul as fuck,
Don Rickles.
Well, I mean, like Bob Newhart tells a story about Rickles.
That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, when he tells the story to Conan.
Yeah,
O'Brien tells him how they sit in the front fucking row, him and his wife.
Yeah. And didn't he see him at the steakhouse or a restaurant beforehand?
Yeah.
Chairman of the Board's bad though. It's definitely not number 2 bad.
No.
So, seriously, what year did No Holds Barred come out? I gotta look that up because you said it earlier and it's got me wondering. Ooh, it just missed the 90s.
But it's not. It's not a comedy.
Well, it's not. But is this the comedies?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's bad comedy.
I didn't realize that.
1999. Yeah.
I just thought it was worst movies.
Oh, it is worst movies. You're right. I guess
they
it
just
could be
all
anything.
happen to be comedies. Though.
Yeah, they all happen to be comedies.
They happen to be comedies.
Oh, dude, I thought it said wow.
Yeah.
I thought it did say comedies.
No, there's some really good comedies in the 90s, but there's some really bad ones too.
Yeah, I just thought no, it on Collider it says the 10 worst comedy movies.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it is. I just didn't put it on
That's
the
fine.
top. Okay.
That makes more sense now. I guess we can talk about number 1.
Yeah.
Now, number 1, when movies come along,
yeah,
and the phrase gets thrown out, they could never make it now.
Yeah,
Well, they could never make this movie now because
No.
it's basically mocking non-binary people.
Yeah.
That's it's Pat. It's a '90s Saturday Night Live character.
Yep.
And a woman that played it, I forgot her name, was brilliant.
Julia Sweeney.
Julia Sweeney. It was a funny skit.
Yeah.
Making an entire movie about it didn't work so well.
And she had her partner.
Her partner,
Chris.
Chris, their friend Terry.
Yeah, it was always those names that you could put either way.
Yeah.
And it
Tracy.
it had Dave Foley and Tim Meadows in it, and it was like they were both horrible in it. The movie is so bad. $8 million budget. You guys want to guess how much money it made?
Oh, probably 550,000.
Less.
Oh,
Did it really?
$60,000.
God
on a
almighty.
$8 million budget.
Oh,
That is
And
really
it says
bad.
while it evidently didn't work in '94, it's even worse by today's standards. So talking about the non-binary part and all that stuff. So
Yeah, the non-binary.
It's got a shit ton of people in it. That's for sure.
it is not. And Julia Sweeney. This is another fun fact for you kids. Julia Sweeney was in the worst movie of the year, and also, in my opinion, she was also in the best movie of the year because she was in Pulp Fiction for about 5 minutes.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, she redeemed herself.
So she was in the
Same
worst
year.
and the best. One of the best, at least. She played the lady who ran the junkyard that they took the car to with the body in it and blah, blah, blah. Marvin's body. And, yeah, there you go.
I would actually have to say overall, this was a good list because I thought about what I would put in their place.
Yeah.
And the one that popped in my head to put in its place was actually 2001.
Oh.
And Freddie Got Fingered. So
Freddie
not
Got
a-
Fingered's bad. I
so,
have a couple.
and he accepted the award for the worst
He
movie of
actually
the-
showed up. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things ever. Tom Green didn't care.
I love Tom Green.
He showed up to accept the Rotten Tomatoes award of worst movie of the year.
Yeah, I love Tom Green. Like, I mean, some of the shit he's done, yeah, whatever. But I think, like, as a
He's
person,
funny.
I think he's funny. I think some of the shit he's done during the pandemic, driving around in a fucking van. He lived in a van.
Yeah.
Driving around, doing interviews, doing podcasts.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Biodome does not need to be on the list.
No, God, no.
Get that off the list.
Biodome was a decent comedy, a 6 or 7 out of 10. It wasn't bad.
It's not on the worst comedy movies of the
not
90s.
even
Sorry,
close.
guys.
No way.
Not even close.
One I would put on there personally that I could think off the top of my head also involves a dinosaur, and it's worse than Theodore Rex. It's called Tammy and the T-Rex.
Okay, Tammy and the
Tammy and the T-Rex. It was a big budget movie. Just imagine this, guys. Young Denise Richards,
Yeah.
young Paul Walker, old Bernie Lomax from Weekend at Bernie's, Terry Kaiser, who's a mad scientist who wants to bring dinosaurs back, but he's come up with a way to transplant a human brain into a dinosaur. Enter Paul Walker. He wants Paul Walker's brain in this dinosaur.
Okay.
So he does it after he dies in a freak accident. He killed him, actually, is what happened. And then the dinosaur played, well, in theory, by Paul Walker. Not him, though, because he's not, it's a dinosaur. He doesn't talk.
Yeah.
But Paul Walker's brain in a dinosaur, he remembers his girlfriend, Tammy, and he goes to find her. And somehow, I don't remember how because I kind of blacked out. This movie is so bad. He convinces her that he's the dinosaur, but he's also her boyfriend.
Okay.
And then the scientist and his henchmen are trying to find him because they need him for whatever experiments they're doing and stuff. It's just, I can't get any more detail in that without ruining the whole plot.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
please-
never see it. Don't worry.
Please
Go ahead.
don't ruin the plot.
It gets really gory, though.
Oh, does it?
All of a sudden, the dinosaur is like, "You ruined my life," and he starts tearing people apart. At one point, they just show the dinosaur. They basically had a dump truck, and it's like he's supposed to be hiding back there, but they probably didn't have enough money to show the entire body, so they basically just had like his head and like part of the shoulder come out of the back of the dump truck, like, "Roar." Bad movie. That definitely needs to be on there. I could probably come up with a bunch more, but
Was
that's-
that dinosaur one that was in our group chat? The roar, did you see that? I think Craig sent it. to
Oh no,
me.
that's what I did. That was the Loch Ness horror.
Loch Ness.
It showed up on my Instagram
That's
feed.
so bad.
It was just like a blow up Loch Ness
and he's
monster.
like, ah!
Yeah, and guess what? It wasn't filmed in Scotland. It was filmed in California.
Loch Ness horror.
It's a bad. It's a bad movie. There's a lot of movies that should have been on that list, but Tammy and the D.
Loch Ness horror.
I will take Tammy and the T-Rex, put it in there, and take what's it called? Biodome out.
100%. Biodome
Yeah.
should not be. It's not
It's
top 10.
not that bad of a movie.
I don't think so. If
It's
no
in,
holds,
in fact, it's entertaining. It's good. It's a good movie.
if
Not a great movie, but a good movie.
yeah, if No Holds Barred had come out a few months later, that would be on the list because that was a horrible movie. No Holds Barred was really bad.
It was.
I watched it again recently
Dookie.
just to see how it was, and oh god, it was so
The
bad.
diner fight scene.
Oh yeah,
my crazy friend are coming over tonight. There's a,
that's right. There's also a Hank Williams Jr. song in a movie.
yeah,
I don't know where.
Yeah.
His brother, the guy that played his brother, was in he played freaking Lucifer in Supernatural. Can't think of his name. There's a bunch of people in that movie.
Yeah. I like when Zeus goes to choke him. He's like maneuvers like
Yeah.
trying to get
Yeah.
like YMCA karate to get loose from a
The part-
6'7" black guy's grasp.
And I didn't study physics in school. I didn't study that kind of stuff. But remember, like, I think it was the end battle where he like hits him and he knocks him off the thing and through the ring at the end.
Yeah.
How did he fall? It was angled. He fell like this. He's like, ah.
Well, if you fall
That's
in
like
an
falling
arena
off a Kobo into the river.
Yeah. If you fall in an arena, you don't just fall down, you fall out 30
I
to 40
guess
feet.
so. I mean, if you're up high enough, 1,000 feet up. But
No,
from-
I
from
mean,
30
just
feet.
30 feet, 30 rows up, you go all the way into the ring. That's why they tell you to keep your footing so you don't interfere with the match. If you fall, you're up getting popcorn up in the mezzanine or whatever there. You're going in the ring.
Well, I
You're
didn't know
going
that.
in.
See, that's what I said. I didn't study physics or how any of that stuff works, so I didn't know.
Well, now you know.
And also here's what I was going to point out: that other movies that should be on that list that aren't. Stop, or My Mom Will Shoot.
Oh yeah. How did that not get on
you
there?
didn't like that? Oh,
I saw it 4 times, but it's horrible.
Estelle Getty and Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, but that's horrible. Horrible.
It's not good.
It's not a good movie.
No.
Also,
What's hilarious?
the sequel to Mortal Kombat, Annihilation.
It was bad.
I liked the first Mortal Kombat movie.
Everybody. Well, yeah.
That was a comedy.
Oh, it's not.
That was everybody's first. Yeah. Well, we're still talking. It doesn't matter.
Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
But Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, though. The funny
bad.
story about that was, so Stallone talked about why he did that movie.
Yeah.
And he did so many bad movies. He goes, I literally had people giving me bad intel, and I think it was Schwarzenegger and his people. They tell him if you don't take it, Schwarzenegger's in. He's in. So he was playing defense, like I'll just take it. So Schwarzenegger and them were outsmarting him into taking shitty movies. So he would.
And
So-
I mean, like Estelle Getty was like, a hot commodity.
Because
Yeah.
they're Golden Girls, yeah. The Jerky Boys. That was a bad movie.
Great tapes, but my God, that movie was
horrible.
fucking horrific.
I honestly couldn't tell you the plot of the movie.
Dude, the movie's like it's fucking so bad. And it's funny. The white dude, Frank Rizzo.
Yeah.
That dude does a ton of he's like a huge part of like Family Guy, American Dad.
Oh yeah.
Like he does a ton of voices. He writes for it, everything. I didn't know the dude. I didn't
either.
I assumed those dudes didn't even exist anymore.
I knew the one stopped doing stuff. He basically dropped out a little life.
The fucking tapes are so good.
Tapes are it's classic.
They
They're
were
great.
absolutely great.
I did find another one that wanted to put Little Giants on the list. And if to put Little Giants on the list,
Oh, then I'd have
I
to
will
come
lose my
stab you.
fucking mind.
If you put Little Giants on any bad list, you're getting physically assaulted.
Icebox, no. Encino Man. Encino Man. Oh,
Dude,
okay. No,
wow.
I know what movie should have been on there that for some reason did not make it on there. And I thought of this earlier today and I completely forgot it. How the hell is Ghost Dad not on the fucking list? Ghost Dad was bad. It wasn't like Leonard Part 6 bad,
But it was
Ghost
bad.
Dad's really bad.
It's worse than Biodome easily.
Easily worse than Biodome.
Oh yeah.
Easily worse than Biodome.
Yeah, I watched very little of that. Yeah.
Really bad. There was another one I thought of earlier too that I couldn't even finish, and now I can't find it on the list I was looking at. There's some really bad movies in the '90s. If we're just
Many
talking
bad
comedies, then I guess there's not as many as I thought. But if we're going straight up movies, there's some. How is Mallrats one of the worst movies of the '90s? You fucking idiots! Come on, come on.
Oh.
Loaded Weapon 1 was a great movie. Doesn't even count as a bad movie.
Nope.
There was a bunch of Vampire in Brooklyn sucked. I didn't like Vampire in Brooklyn. I guess
That's
a
Eddie
comedy.
Murphy, right?
Yeah, and Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
Directed by Wes Craven. It was horrible.
Yeah. My mic cutting out?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
cutting out. I think I'm gonna have to readjust. It by default it wasn't doing this before, so I don't know what's going on. Seems like if you don't
It wasn't
don't
doing
talk-
most of the show.
if you don't talk loud, it doesn't seem to. I
It's
don't know.
something with the compression
Yeah.
or something. That third Three Ninjas movie.
Turn down the squelch.
Yeah,
Turn down the squelch.
It
Squelch. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the.
seems to be fine now. I'm just keeping it like right here.
Keeping it real.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of bad movies. Oh, no, I did it again.
I don't know. I got the processing.
Oh, it was the processing, not the compression. Sorry. That is what you said earlier.
Yeah.
That is what.
I don't know,
As long as you
seems like,
talk loudly and directly into the mic, then I guess that.
I just don't know why it. Maybe the conditions are just too good in this room.
Oh, dude, fucking Kazam. How was fucking Kazam not on that list? That movie sucked.
That's Shaq, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
No
Bad.
offense, Shaq. I don't want you to beat me up, but man, that movie sucked.
Shaq won't beat
Mr.
you up.
Wrong with Ellen DeGeneres fucking blows.
Never saw it. Heard it was horrible.
Horrible. Horrible. Why is that not on the list?
Don't know.
I don't get it.
I think maybe Collider doesn't know what they're talking about.
It could. There's a chance of it.
Because, we did some other one. Remember we did the horror one? That was Collider.
It
And we
sure
were like,
was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay. I knew there was a Hulk Hogan movie I was forgetting from the 80s or from the 90s. He made a kind of a sequel, but not really a sequel to the Three Ninjas movies. It was called Three Ninjas, High Noon and Mega Mountain.
Oh,
And
yeah.
him, Lonnie Anderson, a whole new slew of Three Ninjas.
Mm-hmm.
Such a bad fucking movie. And it is not on the list, and it definitely should be. If I see someone put Little Giants on the list again, I'm going to destroy their lives.
Should.
Mr. Magoo sucked. Mr. Magoo sucked real bad.
Oh, that was Leslie Nielsen, right?
Yes.
Damn, dude.
They have Meet the Deedles on here, and I will fight a motherfucker if they say anything bad about Meet the Deedles. Meet the Deedles sucked, but it was fantastic.
All right. I think I might have fixed it. It turned. Go ahead and talk, Al.
Hey.
Nah, it still seems a little tinny. Like it just cuts out a little bit.
yeah, it
Whatever.
They have a couple of those late Ernest movies, like Ernest Rides Again and Ernest Goes to Africa.
Those aren't meant to be good.
Well, the first ones were great.
They're great, but they're not meant to be. They're not meant to be like. They're supposed to be silly and goofy and not that great. But yeah, the first ones.
They have Problem Child 1, 2, and 3 on here, and they're wrong. I can give them I'll give them Problem Child 3 because it was like a new cast. 3 was William Catt instead of John Ritter.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. Well, it's a different kid, right?
It was a different kid
Every
too, but-
time.
Yeah. No, the first two was the same kid.
Oh, okay.
What was the other one? Carpool was not great, but it wasn't that bad. Fart, the movie I never heard of, so I'm not even gonna dignify that with an answer. Cop and a Half sucked. Cop and a Half was really bad with Burt Reynolds and Black Kid
Oh yeah.
who witnessed a murder. The Beverly Hillbillies, yeah, I thought was okay. Another
yeah,
would be
that's-
good
I did-
one.
Yeah.
Eddie, where she was the basketball coach of the Knicks or some shit. That
Okay.
sucked. That movie sucked. There was another one I just saw on this list and I can't find it. That Jerry
Yeah.
Springer movie. Jerry Springer Ringmaster was a fucking pile of shit.
Yeah, I never saw it.
It was horrible. I don't even
Wouldn't
know why
know.
they made it. I mean, I don't understand it at all. Why they made that movie. There's a lot of shit ass movies from the 1990s that were comedies that probably could have been on that list ahead of Biodome. Biodome doesn't need to be there.
Biodome.
Other than that, I don't know if there's any movies I would remove from the list. They're all
They're
all
bad
decent.
enough to be there. Yeah.
Biodome's the only one that maybe shouldn't be on. It's probably
Biodome should definitely not be on there.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, pretty much any of those are. Yeah.
They made a
I
movie.
mean, even if like they're not, maybe if a couple of them aren't absolutely, if some of the other ones you were saying are worse.
Oh, so much worse.
Oh
Stuart Saves His Family sucks. How is that not on there?
yeah.
Weekend at Bernie's 1 and 2 are classics. Nope, those aren't going on there. Sorry. There's a lot of movies from the 90s, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Yeah.
There's so many movies from the 90s.
Yeah.
This guy has The Pest on there. He's like, Pest is the worst movie of the 90s. No, it's not.
Pretty funny.
The Pest was really
Latinus
funny.
fictitious.
Yeah.
It's a phylum of a creature.
I thought The Pest was hilarious. It was annoying at some points, but I still thought he was funny.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, he's the pest. He should be annoying.
Yeah, that's the whole
Good point. Good point. Yeah. I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it that way. I just thought he was pestering people in the movie, not the people in the seats watching the movie. But you're right. I guess that could be that way. But other than that, yeah, list isn't bad. They all deserve to be there. And that's it, you know? Hey man, I wanted to ask you a question. Now we're done with the movies.
What's that?
What is this glow from Sarnia you've been talking about all week long?
People were calling people at work were talking about it because I don't live far enough north to see it. There was a glow in the northeast sky. It was from Sarnia.
But what is it?
Well, it's a Nova chemical factory, and they release some stuff. They warn that they tell the residents that they're going to do it, so no one freaks out. And of course, people still freak out because they don't listen.
Oh, so it's basically like, hey, we're gonna like let some suspicious shit into the atmosphere. Just warning you ahead of time.
And this is
thanks, but I
right there. Looks like Mordor.
That's crazy looking.
You know, remember they're like, it
Oh.
looks like Mordor, dude. Like when
Yeah.
they do the thing where the Witch King got his army together. Remember that?
Yeah,
that's what that looks like. And then here's a more less scary, but still it's that glow, that golden glow.
I would really like
Death.
to know what kind of stuff they're releasing. I mean,
I won't worry about it.
so that's the Acme Chemical Company. What is it called?
Nova. It's not for you to know or worry about, man.
Well, I mean, to Canada, there's no way it can make its way over here.
Yeah.
The basis for you two kind of looks like Anthony Bourdain now because he has hair.
Oh yeah.
Because he never
no, is
remember
that
he always
right?
had his head
Larry
shaved.
Mullins.
I didn't even know we could do these
Adam
kind of
Clayton.
overlays.
But he always had his head shaved short, and he always
Stan
wore
was in train.
glasses.
Yeah, he did.
He doesn't wear glasses now, and his hair's like all
He's
like
got glasses and overalls.
he fucking.
I didn't
He
know we
looks
could
like
do
fucking
UFOs.
Anthony Bourdain.
Look at
He
these cool
does.
graphics.
I do
we
see some Bourdain there. That's cool graphics. Is that
Look at
because
that.
of the Nova Chemical?
Yeah, Nova Chemical, man.
They want to cover up the UFO
Yeah.
landing. Is what it is. I that's the first I heard about it was when you mentioned it earlier today. I didn't realize
Yeah, I didn't know
they were
about it.
doing secret government radioactive experiments in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada.
Yeah, I looked it up. They say the roadcaster could be settings. I hadn't changed the settings whatsoever. Whatever. I'll just download something. Try to fix it.
Well, I mean, other than that though, studio's been great.
Yes.
The new studio's been
Yeah.
great.
It sounds good once it picks the voice
It was
up.
fine for most of the show.
Well,
I don't
what
think it really.
I think it's a compression.
It's
Yeah.
It says if you talk low, it doesn't pick up because it's compressing the audio.
yeah.
So if you talk,
Oh,
Just
okay.
do raw
So if you
audio
just
then.
kinda
Don't even
talk
worry about
low.
compression then. Turn off the compression.
of course, now there it goes. There's the
Yeah.
cutout.
Yep.
There's the cutout.
I think the other thing was the fucking drummer from Iron Maiden.
Yep.
Nico.
He retired.
Today was his last show.
Officially.
Officially his last touring show.
He just like it was really quick, right? Sudden.
Well,
Yeah,
he had
well,
a stroke.
He had a stroke.
Yeah.
He's had health problems, but he just decided to bow out.
Yeah,
he
it's the end
doesn't
of the
wanna-
tour anyways.
It's the end of the tour. He doesn't want to do any more tour, and it wasn't a like he can't do it kind of thing, or they didn't want him to do it. It was just like he's like it. They already have their drummer picked, so it's obviously something they discussed long ago.
Yeah.
So they said we already got a drummer, we got a guy, but it wasn't. It was Nico's decision, not the band. The band didn't be like you're gone. He made the decision.
42 years. But yeah. He had the stroke a couple of years ago. It was really hard for him to get back, but he did it long
Yeah.
enough to do this tour, and then that was it.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. So
he was a really good drummer and
Yeah.
an okay band.
yeah, the pop metal.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't hate them, but I just
Though I'm not the biggest fan, the song we're gonna end the show with is "Phenomenal."
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
I think that might have been all we had,
That's all we got.
right?
We got Al back in town. Pleasant surprise of awesome that he's here.
Yeah.
It was.
So it's I had no clue when you were talking
No clue.
earlier. When you asked a couple questions, like you were like, "Is that seat there for me or for like?" I'm like, "Well, if
No.
someone else comes over." I mean,
Yeah.
it didn't make any sense. And you're like,
No,
"But if I could,
I was
but I'll
trying
be
to
able
figure out a way to like fuck with you guys. I'd be like, you guys set up after I left because you're trying to get a new top
We're trying to
podcaster
replace you.
to replace
Mhm.
me.
Yeah, but at first when you showed up, I thought it was like, did he really just fly here just because I just do it? That is a bad financial decision.
Unless you had all kinds of miles saved up.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, but then you explain everything. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
there's no better timing to show back up because, well, you'll get your shit. The Michigan needs to get their shit together, not you.
It's not. You know what?
Yeah.
What it is I took some advice from an attorney that said they're not going to give it to you here because they're not going to be able to put you on a breathalyzer. You're going to have to get a clearance and go out there once you get out there.
Mm.
And even the lady in Washington I talked to was like, yeah, that makes sense, blah, blah, blah. As soon as you do, you put in an application for a driver's license. We review it. It could take 5 to 10 business days, but you'll know really quick. You're going to be on a breathalyzer. No doubt about it. Even if she told me flat out there, because they have a DMV and a driver's license division.
Yeah.
They don't have an elected office. That's what Secretary of State's an elected office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they always have to justify what they're doing, where DMVs and driver's license divisions, it's all cut and dry. There's no bureaucracy. to it.
Yeah.
It's you fill out this paperwork. That's it. There's already, there's no waiting period. But when it comes down to it, I should have handled this 2 years ago, right after I finished my treatment. That's when I should have got it started. I didn't. I hemmed and hawed around. And then I found, oh, hey, man, no, it's going to be easy. No problem. I should have never did that. I should have at least looked deeper into this so that I didn't waste Bill's time. But I really didn't. I learned. I worked a lot. I learned with him and it was cool hanging out. And, yeah. So now I'm not even fucking around. I mean, I'm hiring somebody immediately to get this all going.
Yeah, can't just.
But I'm not leaving again.
Okay.
I got it out of my system, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Alright.
there's just no. Yeah, I'm not going to do it.
Well,
I'm
there's
not.
that point. Yeah, I mean,
I
even
have
if,
some ideas now of something I may want to venture into myself.
Yeah.
Down the road.
all right,
So
cool.
I gotta ask Mike a quick favor.
Yeah.
You saw the picture of the doll?
Yeah,
right,
sure.
So you can just pull it up. I want to point something out.
Okay.
I don't know if you
the
guys
doll.
noticed this earlier.
Which just
Oh, no, well, yeah, you can just show the picture. That's fine. You don't need to show the video.
yeah, it's fine.
Oh, okay, so here's what I wanted to point out to you guys. I don't know if you saw this earlier, but right there, she's hot.
Yeah.
I hadn't noticed.
Okay, that was it.
Yeah. And she's got a straight belly button.
She does. It looks like, yeah, the belly button's a little weird actually.
Yeah, it is, but it's
It's
not
almost,
as weird
almost
as
looks
mine
like
now.
She's
almost
got-
looks like a butt crack.
Mine's like halfway over. on
And
the other
her
side of my
mascara's
body.
running like she's been sucking cock.
I don't mind that part. I don't mind that part. The mascara can run.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she might have got
These
throat
colors
fucked.
don't run, but that mascara better.
Maybe the cop was like, "Well, let me throat fuck you, and I'll let you out." And then afterwards, psych, you're a
Yeah.
murderer, bitch.
Yeah. You want to
Yeah.
you want to get treated better or not?
Yeah, like those videos on. Oh,
I know, dude.
she's got a leg tattoo
Yeah,
also,
got the
which I normally
butterfly.
not into, but
It's a butterfly.
Oi, Poppy.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
butterfly.
Oh my god, I can't imagine what she would do to me.
She looks wild,
Wild for
like
sure.
a wild animal.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was all I had.
So guys, Al's back.
Yep.
Everything, all is well with the world.
Uh-huh.
Everything's right.
Although we did some pretty good podcasts while I was out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did.
I really thought we did some pretty good ones.
No, they worked out great.
I mean, I did lose signal a few times, but not bad.
No, it was actually seamless. It worked out fine. Your audio was fine.
Yeah.
When I listened back to it, it always sounded good.
It was just so funny because like you sent it to me and I'm like, I'm gonna stream like outside. I'm gonna be like, oh hey guys, I'm outside. I'm gonna get inside. And I'm trying to see like what it looks like in there. I need a better look. And then I'm gonna walk in and go, oh, there's a better view. and it would not fucking start.
It wouldn't work.
It wouldn't start. I'm like, fuck.
It totally ruined it. Or
Yeah.
screwed us over.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck it. I'm just going to walk in.
So the next show, you sure you don't want a chair over here, Mike? You can sit with us and everything?
No, I'm fine.
Sure.
I'm fine. There's actually, believe it or not, this is much more comfortable than that other chair. This piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's how bad that chair was. My back has not hurt one bit sitting here.
I do have to say this chair is fine, but any chair I sit in nowadays, I have to get up every like hour or so and start moving around because my ass hurts.
Yeah.
You know,
Like my tailbone.
I
I'm
bought
hitting it so many times.
I bought a new bed out there. I didn't pay much for it.
Yeah.
You know, but it was a pile of shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like my bed's 10 fucking years old.
One here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing still.
Yeah. See.
I mean, I'm light, so
Yeah.
I just move it every 6 months. I just spin it around every 6 months, and or not even, sometimes less than that, like 2-3 months. But you know,
Whatever.
but I bought it. Craig bought it for me at our van when I first moved back here,
Oh yeah.
and I fucking love that thing still. I mean, he'll probably eventually I'll have to get rid of it, but I love it.
Yeah.
And my pillow, I bought the $100 pillow at the same time. I bought this $100 pillow that you can wash.
Wow.
I still have it 10 years.
Oh, that's a good pillow. Though.
Fucking amazing.
That is a good pillow. $100, but 10 years, basically $10 a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
I bought 2 cheap Walmart pillows there. And within 8 weeks, I was ready to like throw them out the window into the fire.
Don't ever buy them from the store. Order them online. Get some good ones.
Yeah.
Store bought pillows suck. I don't know. I've never bought. I've only bought cheap ones from the store. So, good. Glad to have you back.
So
Was shocked.
if you want to check us out, it's radiounderground.gay. Radiounderground.gay, where you find out anything about us. And in honor of Nico McBrain's retirement, we're going to play The Trooper.
Yeah.
Their best song, in my opinion.
Nico,
Nico,
and
well, good
enjoy
career.
retirement.
Yep, you
You've
deserve
earned
it.
it.
42 years of touring.
Yep.
I would be giving up,
Yep.
even without health problems. Dude, I'm done.
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably after a year, I'd be done.
Yeah.
1 year. You gotta love that gypsy lifestyle to do it that long. So,
I
Yeah.
guess so.
all right, guys. Here's The Trooper. We'll see you guys next week from the new studio. Yeah, we're
You'll take my life, but I'll take yours too. You